Welcome to the Completing Your 2017-2018 Self-Appraisal e-course. This course will walk you through the steps for completing your self-appraisal and offer a few tips and tricks for navigating and completing the form. Although this course cannot tell you what to put on your appraisal, it will hopefully make the process of completing the form a little bit easier. In portions of this e-course, we will walk through live click-by-click demonstrations of how to use the form. So, you will see some screen loading icons and blank screens as the program pages load. The full tutorial will take about 15 minutes, and you can also return at any time and view any portion of the course. In addition, you can always visit the Performance Appraisal site on the UCOP website for more information, dates, and learning resources, including job aids and videos just like this. Now, let's begin. Before we move on any farther or even open your appraisal, it is important that you update every goal that you want to pull onto your appraisal. Even if you think each of your goals is ready, double check it. When you open your appraisal, Halogen will take a snapshot of your goals and place those goals on your appraisal. If the goals are not correct, it may require your form to be reset, which could result in the loss of work. With this in mind, check each goal and make sure the information is correct and reflective of where the goal is at this moment in time. The system is set to pull goals that were created or edited during a certain period of time. Halogen will pull in goals that are completed, in progress, on hold, or canceled. Each of these statuses will reflect work you have done during the year, and you can evaluate the work even if the goal was not completed. Also, do not open any goals from previous years. Once again, the system is set to pull goals that were created or edited during a certain period of time. If you edit older goals, the system will think they are new or active and pull them onto your appraisal. Wait until after you have completed your self-appraisal to edit older goals. Okay, now that you have all of your goals updated, it is time to open your appraisal. Your self-appraisal is referred to as a task and will appear on your task list. Your tasks coming due first will appear on the main screen, but depending on your role, you may have multiple tasks, so it is recommended to click All Tasks. Here you can see the full list of tasks that are in your queue. Employees will see different tasks depending on your role. This employee is a manager, so the tasks reflect that role. Notice for this employee, Write Your Self-Appraisal is highlighted. This means it is a current task that you can work on now. Each task has due dates and they are located to the right. The next task, Write Appraisals for Your Direct Reports, is also active. This means at least one of this manager's direct reports completed their self-appraisal, which then activates the task for the manager. The next tasks are all marked Not Ready. You cannot begin a task until the previous task is completed. Now, let's begin to walk through the appraisal form. Click on the task for Write Your Self-Appraisal to open the appraisal form. First, check to make sure you have been assigned the correct form. This will either be designated Non-Supervisor Employees or Manager and Supervisor. If you are an OGC, you will see forms specific for your division with OGC Council Job Family, OGC Manager, or OGC Non-Supervisor. Next, check the form to verify that your manager's name appears on the form. If you have recently moved positions, the appraisal may be assigned to your previous manager. If you believe you have been assigned the wrong form or have the wrong manager, close the form without saving and contact the e-appraisal team. On the far left side of the form, you have a navigation bar. The navigation bar allows quick access to any section of the form. Click here to go directly to the competencies. Click here to go back to the top. The Full Screen tab allows you to hide the navigation bar and see the appraisal form full screen. Clicking it again brings the navigation bar back. To the right of that, you have buttons for printing, spell check, grammar check, and split screen. Split screen allows you to view the My Performance sections of Halogen. We will look at this later for making edits. To the far right, you have the Save button. This allows you to save your work and return later. The next button is Complete and Submit. This finalizes the appraisal and moves it to your manager. Do not click this on accident. If you do, the form will need to be reset and rolled back by the e-appraisal team. In the far right corner is the Close button. This will close the form. Do not click this before saving your work or you will lose what you have done since your last save. So, a little advice as you work on your appraisal, click Save often, just in case. Moving down the form, you will see the steps every appraisal moves through, beginning with self-appraisal and ending with final sign-offs. Below that, you will see the rating definitions. If you are unsure of the definitions and how to apply them, talk to your manager before continuing. Sliding down the page, you will see your goals that have pulled in from the goals pages. First, check to see if all of your goals have pulled onto the form. If there are goals missing, close the form without saving. Return to your goal pages, open and save the missing goal, then reopen the appraisal, and the goal should pull in. If you notice something you did not edit correctly, do not change anything in these boxes as it will not transfer to your manager's form. Your manager's form will also pull from your goal pages. If you need to correct a goal, it must be changed on your goal pages. This ensures that the correct information will pull to your manager's appraisal. This can be done from the appraisal form in 2 steps. First is editing the goal. Choose Split Screen option and then choose Goals. A half-sized window of your goals will open on the bottom. Find the goal that needs to be corrected. Open the goal, make the edit, then be sure to save the goal. Now, close the split screen. The second step is pulling the corrected goal into the appraisal. Click the button titled Copy from My Performance Goals. Click the goal to update. Click OK. Notice your changes are pulled in on top of the old text. Because the goal was changed on your goal pages, this will also pull to your manager's appraisal too. You can repeat these steps as needed. Sometimes a goal will pull in that should not be a part of the appraisal. This generally means an older goal was edited during the current appraisal period. Unfortunately, these cannot be deleted from the form. If this does happen, choose the rating option, Deleted Goal, Goal Not from Current Year. Note this in the comments section here and move on. This will note to your manager that the goal does not belong on the appraisal. Now that you have all of your goals and they are correct, you have 2 actions to complete for each goal. First, apply your rating. The rating definitions are listed above. If you are unsure of the ratings or how to apply ratings, please have a conversation with your manager. Next, add any final comments that support your rating. Repeat this for each of your goals. Remember to be specific and give examples. Please note, if you are more comfortable working in Word, you can copy and paste into these boxes. The next section you will come to is Add Overall Goal Rating. Looking at the goals and ratings above, choose what your overall goal rating is and add any comments supporting your rating here. The next section is Rating Your Competencies. Employees will have 8 competencies to rate. Managers will have an additional 2. OGC employees will see a slightly different set of competencies, but the process of filling out the form is the same for all employees. Choose the rating for the competencies. Again, if you are unsure of ratings and how to apply them, please talk to your manager. After you choose the rating, add comments to support your rating. Remember to be specific and add facts, not feelings. For example, For communication, you may add something like returned all emails on a daily basis. Repeat this process for each competency. Please note, if you are more comfortable working in Word, you can copy and paste into these boxes. The next section you come to is Add Overall Competency Rating. Look at the ratings in the above competencies. Choose what your overall rating is and add any comments supporting your rating here. The next section was introduced on the mid-year reviews. You will need to verify all of your compliance trainings. The memo from President Napolitano, dated December 2016, articulates required trainings for all UC employees. They include courses such as sexual harassment prevention and cybersecurity awareness. As part of developing consistent practices across OP, managers will be discussing completion of these trainings as part of employee check-ins and annual performance appraisals. A successful performance appraisal requires employees to be current with all mandated trainings. To view the status of your required trainings, log into the UC Learning Center at ucop.edu/UCOP Learning Center. After logging in, choose the option for required trainings. Here, you can view the trainings that are required for your position. Remember, different positions have different requirements, so your list may appear different than this. To the right, you can see when each training is due or when it expired. If any trainings are expired, you can start the course by clicking the Start button on the left side. Please note, new versions of the compliance briefing and conflict of interest for researchers are currently being assigned to all employees at UCOP, with the required completion date no later than June 30th, 2018. To avoid confusion with the new course assignments and upcoming due dates, this requirement was removed from the appraisal form. The next section is Proposed Development Opportunities for 2018-2019. This is new and was added to start a dialogue between you and your manager. There is no right or wrong answer here, and this is nothing you are being rated on. Think about what you entered in each of the sections above. Think about this year, and think about the upcoming year. What development opportunities do you feel would help you perform your duties more efficiently and grow in your position? Add your ideas here. For example, I would like to take some Excel classes to learn more formulas and pivot tables so I can present my data more efficiently. This is up to you. Add what you would like. The last thing to do is add your final rating. Think of how you rated your goals and your competencies above. With all this in mind, choose your final rating. Add any comments you feel that have not been mentioned above. Finally, you can run a spell check and grammar check if needed. Some people like to take a breather and come back later for one last check. If you do this, always click Save. If you are ready to send it to your manager, and remember, you cannot get this back without potentially losing some work, click Complete and Submit. If you would like, you can print a copy. Remember, this is not the final step of the appraisal process. Eventually, your manager will return the appraisal to you to discuss and sign off. Keep an eye out for emails of when these steps become active in your task list. This completes the 17-18 Self-Appraisal e-course. Before we close, please note the performance appraisal site will continue to be updated during the process with updated information and learning resources. And when in doubt, reach out to the eAppraisal team at eappraisal@ucop.edu. Thanks for watching this course.